page and you follow, I guess you just have to follow the page, my build page, you will see that this is one of the 3 options that I did for the winner's choice last night. Winner went with this Kraken. So here is the video for that. So this is one of my flame bronze Krakens, and I put up another 2 videos on the page to reference other ones that I had in case you were interested in them. So it's painted blue and then essentially bronzed, but in the light you get those nice purples, pinks, oranges. So good looking dial. Straight on, it just kind of looks like it's silver and yellow. Or I'm sorry, silver and blue. So I don't know where I pulled yellow out of. Not all of mine are like that. A lot of them are like more intense all the time. So it's kind of cool that you can't really tell that it's like that until you get in the light. But blue anodized hands on there. That's just a baby blue second hand on there. Brushed case, so if you ever get a nick in it, just use a Scotch-Brite and brush one direction around it and blend it in. Anchor engraved crown. Polished shark tooth bezel with a titanium 5-dot insert. And then we've got a low profile exhibition case back on there. Silver rotor and stainless steel movement holder. And then this is on one of my super soft Kraken branded leathers. It's got black stitch on there. It's got one of the lower profile clasps on there because it has the smaller style holes put through it. But as it's breaking in, if you ever see it and it's getting tight, see how this is fine right here, and that is it's basically just kind of keeping its form or forcing form. If you just get a tiny pull on it, it will come off there. So I don't know why they do that. These little lips, these little holes right here, where the caseback fits down inside, they like to rub a channel through here because they're basically pushed up against it, but that's the only section where they can get further in, where they're actually not making contact with anything. So put a nice little line on there. But overall, you don't really necessarily see it. But the good news is that it comes with leather conditioner. So over time, as you get that worked into the leather, just put some of that conditioner on there and lock that in. So bezel on this I put on there pretty tight. You can go left with it, you can go right. It is on fairly tight. Non-clickable style bezels. They just have a tension ring that holds them on. Now this is an automatic mechanical. You can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder. But if it's dead or you're not very active, you're not going to be very active, you want to pre-wind it to make sure you don't lose any time. So you back the crown off the threads, you do that until you hear it clicking, and you see a little bit of play, you feel a little bit of play. At that point you can wind it. A wind is a turn away from you. Turn it backwards doesn't do anything, but it's a lot easier to keep your fingers spacing and just go back and forth. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, even if you're not very active, you'll keep time because that'll be mixed with the rotor movement in the back to keep your watch wound. If you do it for something closer to 20 seconds, you're going to max out that 31 plus hour power reserve on it. You cannot overwind it. When you pull it to the one and only click, you can now set your time. You'll also feel you've got a wobble crown in there that's going to deflect lateral pressure from going into the stem, into the movement. You can always pull it straight and you won't even feel that, but if you do, that is part of the wobble crown. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 11:15 a.m.
11:15 a.m. Push it right back over till it clicks down. And screw it down. And that is your build. Congrats again, John, on your first watch and getting one of these Kraken dials. Very cool dial. That's a good look right there. As with every build, matching beads, up to you whether you wear them or not. This one comes in a brown special edition Kraken box. And then, as with every build, you're going to get watch clearance. Is good on all glass and metal parts. Everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. Some of that leather conditioner that I mentioned. As you scratch it and put, things into it, just rub them in. But you can use this as well. Put that on there, let it soak in, and kind of like lock in those markings. But this is good to keep your strap soft. So over time, if it's getting rough or anything like that, apply it maybe every 5-6 months at that, and it'll keep it perfectly soft. Then other than that, you're going to have some Novus too from Amazon, just repackaged. It is not, it is basically like Poly Watch, but it is to clear up any scratches you get in that acrylic glass. If you happen to scratch it, put a tiny bit on it, buff against it using your included microfiber, and you will get it buffed out. Maybe 20 seconds worth, rubbing it with your thumb, but just go perpendicular across it, making sure you feel it. So that's it, and there's enough in there for you to last a very, 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 very long time, probably the life of your watch. So just use a tiny, tiny bit. And that's it. That's your build, man. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the support. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks.